King Charles will deliver the throne speech in Ottawa tomorrow, making this visit to Canada unprecedented in some ways. Here to discuss the significance of this royal visit is royal expert and McMaster University historian Justin Voke. Justin, thank you so much for being with us today. I want to start with how rare this trip is for a monarch like King Charles to come here to Canada under these circumstances.
Well, I mean, this is Charles's first visit to Canada as king. This is something that we have been waiting for 2.5 years. But in terms of the actual ceremonies tomorrow with opening Parliament, only twice before did Queen Elizabeth II actually open Parliament. So this is a pretty novel event. This is also the first time a king has ever done this.
So how could this experience differ from when Queen Elizabeth delivered the throne speech during her reign?
In 1957 and in 77, it was all about Canada's place within the monarchy, strengthening those ties and really showing off the monarchy throughout the Commonwealth. That narrative, that perspective has flipped today. And this visit is really about the monarchy's place in Canada. What is the monarchy doing to help support Canada and to help define Canadian sovereignty and the uniqueness of our national identity?
We saw the monarchy changing while Justin Trudeau was prime minister here in Canada. But I'm wondering, and you let me know if this is a question to look into further, why the king might be open to doing this right now, opposed to maybe for the Trudeau government in years past.
Something a lot of people don't realize is the king has very little control over what he can do when it comes to exercising royal authority, like opening parliament or even doing a state visit. And to come here and do this, he had to receive the invitation of the prime minister. So in this case, Mark Carney. The fact that we haven't seen this before over the last decade really does point to the fact that Justin Trudeau simply never invited Charles or his mother to come to Canada and open Parliament in this way. We really saw under the Trudeau Liberals a desire to keep the monarchy in Britain. They didn't have any problem with the monarchy as an idea, but there was very, very little interest from Trudeau and his cabinet in actually having the Queen and now the King come and demonstrate their place at the center of our political institutions.
This visit also comes during such an interesting yet perhaps tumultuous time as Canada is looking to redefine its relationship with the U.S. You have Canada's sovereignty here, tariffs, and Donald Trump here all at play. How are you expecting King Charles to address these issues that are very real and important to Canadians?
They're absolutely very real, and many Canadians are concerned about Trump. They're concerned about the future. But if people are tuning in tomorrow and expecting to hear the king call out Donald Trump or talk about the 51st state rhetoric, they are going to be disappointed. It would not be appropriate, and it would be quite unconstitutional for the king to make such explicit political statements. The speech he is reading is written by our government. This is not something that he himself is putting together, and it is not the sovereign's place to inject his own opinions into our parliamentary procedures.
Justin, you are the royal expert here. I'm curious to know, what are you going to be looking out for?
I want to see who is invited to meet the king later today and tomorrow. There's always a cross section of people invited by the government of the day. And it really tells us how this government views Canada, the groups and the people that they see as representing our country. So that's what I want to see. I want to see to what extent are Indigenous Canadians included? What groups are being centered out by the government as being representative of all of us? So we're going to learn far more, in my opinion, about Carney and the new government than we are going to learn about the monarchy.
All right, McMaster University historian Justin Voke, thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
My pleasure.